What's up, guys? It's Mion. I am back with another video, and it's time to get back to the Monster Jam World Finals rescores, which means it's time for Monster Jam World Finals 10. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams. And make sure to check out all the previous videos in this series to catch up. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Coming off of World Finals 9, which I think is the greatest freestyle competition in all of World Finals history, World Finals 10 freestyle was a disappointment in a way that it's not that it was bad, because it wasn't. There was some pretty damn good runs, but it didn't meet the same hype that World Finals 9 did. Um, Obviously you had the top three, Taz, Monster Ball Domination, and Scarlet Bandit, in terms of these incredible freestyle runs. Monster Ball Domination starting the show, Scarlet Bandit kind of coming out early to midway through, and then Taz towards the end. Um, but you also had a lot of runs lower on, or at least a few that I think did better than what they got originally. And all around, it's crazy how good that World Finals Freestyle competition was, because most of the runs went at least longer than maybe a few seconds. There's only a few runs that were really any duds that were ended early. This year, though, um, this is the first year of official separate scoring for regulation and bonus. World Finals 9 did not have that. It was regulation and bonus time, but it was still one thing. Just two separate time slots. Here it's you get your regulation time, you get your regulation score. You get into bonus time, you fill bonus time or what have you, you get your bonus time score, you add them up. And it's gonna make these rescores a little bit more interesting as we move along, trying differentiating between the two, but I will say this much. Air Force Afterburner, David Bradshaw, in what, his second or third year of competition, or whatever, he won the freestyle title this year. And still, your Monster Jam World Finals 10 freestyle champion, David Bradshaw, the Air Force Afterburner, and deservedly so. He deserved to win, and for some reason, I had to go back and rewatch him, Blue Thunder, Bounty Hunter, and Brutus's runs to sort of, I guess, verify that with myself, because for some reason I was doubting that Damon deserved to win. Or not to say deserve, but I was doubting the idea that Damon should have won. Well, he did. He won, and he should have won. Um, you know, I think Blue Thunder had a great run going. It's actually his bonus time score is what boosts him up into the number two spot, where he had originally finished fourth and also had less of a bonus time score. So or not less of a bonus time score, but less of a regulation score. So his regulation score got bumped up, and that's gonna be the catalyst for a lot of these. Is does the regulation score go up or down? Because the bonus time score is probably not going to change a whole lot. Remember, it's 1 through 5, unless you get into bonus time but do nothing. So, there you go. Brutus, Chris Bergeron, shout out to him. He came out first. He didn't exceed what Chad Tingler did the year prior, but for Brutus and for Bergeron, being a part of Team Scream and always being known to, just run those trucks into the dirt, he went the full time, both in regulation and bonus, and the truck held up extremely well. It's arguably his best freestyle run at the World Finals. And I think I saw somebody in the comments, either on an individual upload of Brutus's run or on the full World Finals freestyle broadcast from the Speed channel that Monster Jam has on their YouTube channel. If you have membership to the channel, you can find it. um Somebody had said that it was Brutus's best run and could have won if not for Bounty Hunter and Air Force Afterburner, or in my case, them two and Blue Thunder. Although I do have Brutus finishing third, so really just swap out Bounty Hunter with Blue Thunder in the situation. This was, of course, when Bounty Hunter in bonus time hit the double jump, landed in the middle, hit the second part, and then had half rollover afterward. Just an insane move. And like basically had it all the way over on the roof and somehow managed to get it back on all four tires, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, it's like you have Afterburner with a 36, which is what he got IRL. I kept it at that. Thunder with a 34, Brutus 32, Bounty Hunter 30, Monster Mod 27 fifth, and then you got four trucks with a 24, and then 23, 22, a couple of 21s, 20, and then just kind of just goes down from there. Um, Again, I'm not saying that World Finals 10 Freestyle was bad. It's just compared to World Finals 9, it did not live up to the same hype. Um, and I think, you also add into the fact of that Adam Anderson did not compete in freestyle. Chad Tingler drove his truck because if you remember, Adam wrecked in racing and hit a tree in Thunder Alley. So he got shaken up and they made the decision, you're not doing freestyle tonight. And then if I remember correctly, and this is kind of ironic, but if I remember correctly, he lost to Captain's Curse because he wrecked, and then Captain's Curse went on to the final, goes into the corner against Max D, um, and then ends up in the stands. Well, kind of. He ended up in the tarped over portion of stands, but still. It's an infamous wreck that Monster Jam did not show on the broadcast because of other incidents where a truck crashed or something happened, and in those cases, not at Monster Jam events per se, but just at monster truck events in general. And then you had that kid that died, I believe, at Tacoma that year and whatnot. Although I will say this though, if you didn't know before, the Captain's Curse crash at this World Finals was shown on broadcast internationally. It just wasn't shown on the U.S. broadcast. Um, but yeah, so he obviously didn't compete in freestyle. Um, and again, there was some solid runs. There was some runs that did go far in their time, but just didn't really do enough to get a high score. And that's the thing. You can go the full time in both regulation and bonus, but if you don't really do much of anything or you don't do enough, you're still not going to get a great score regardless. Um, I think there's a couple of examples here for that, but all in all, it's a solid World Finals freestyle competition. It's just not, it just wasn't what World Finals 9 was. And I'm not saying that it had to top that. I'm just saying that World Finals 10 could have been better. Um, I think in a way, the thing that gets me is a lot of drivers when they hit that double jump on one side of the track. Like I understand that you come off of that and you've got the fountain there, but if you angle it just right off the I guess front side, quote unquote, which would be in the turning corner. If you angle just right, you could clear the damn thing. Hell, you could clear the triple jump too, which wasn't set up the same as the year before, where the other two jumps were smaller, but still, it's just a weird year in a way. But I think as we progress on, between now and World Finals 15, I'm not exactly sure how many and news we might get. I mean, Pawkins' World Finals win is next year, and he had a score so large that the next guy in the standings was 8 points back of him. So there's that. Um, eh, we'll see. I mean, you obviously have the Avenger Northern Nightmare tiebreaker at World Finals 12, and then Northern Nightmare getting his revenge at World Finals 13. There's a Max D freestyle win in there, and then obviously Metal Militia at 15. So I think over the next few, I wouldn't totally expect a ton of changes in terms of winners, but after that, that's when things are going to get really interesting with the half scoring and then decimal scoring because of fan judging. Oh boy. With all that being said, though, once again, David Bradshaw retains his World Finals 10 title. With all that being said, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will catch you all next time. Peace.